Hey guys, DB Ride back here, and welcome back to What If Turles Turned Good? Continuing where we left off, which was the conclusion of the Cell games. Thanks to Turles' assistance, Gohan was able to defeat Cell. And well, we are now into the 7 year time skip, and well, Gohan is ready for high school. Now, with having an influence like Turles around, it didn't really matter much whether Gohan would train with his father or not, because there were plenty of Saiyan and half Saiyans to go around, with little Goten, who would become training partners with Turles' boy, Turlock, and Turlock would always be eager to train with Gohan, but all the homeschooling is done. Time for Gohan to be a regular teenager, Chi Chi says, as he starts his journey to Orange Star High School, renamed Hercule City. Of course, we know the proper name, but we can't say it here. The YouTube algorithm will hurt me if I say it. And, well, needless to say, with Gohan not having much of a normal life socializing with normal people, it's as a rough start as you can imagine it is from the original story. And thus, after stopping a bank robbery, Gohan realizing if he's gonna use his Saiyan powers, he must don on disguise, becoming Hercule City's number one defender, the Great Saiyaman. Now, Goten and Turlock think this is really cool when Turles is like, "Oh, is he really serious with this?" He should be proud to show off his Saiyan heritage. And, well, Turles decides to, keep a close eye on Gohan, just to make sure he's not taking this too far, or at the very least, embarrassing the Saiyan man, the Saiyan name. Ugh, Great Saiyan man. Really? Really, Gohan? And, well, um, so far, things have been going well. The only thing Turles is pretty much having a problem with is, you probably guessed it, Gohan's hero speeches. Hi ho, here we go! I am the Great Saiyaman, here to rid evil. And naturally, like in the original, this gets the attention of Videl, who eventually, and in spite of Turles, should I say, interfering on Gohan's behalf, Videl still manages to discover who Gohan is. Like, there was one time Turles sabotaged her capsule flying machine's engine so she couldn't follow him. Um, and basically, hilariously put a stop to some of Videl's other attempts to unmask the Great Saiyaman. But Eventually, it does happen. Videl does unmask the Great Saiyaman and insists that he fights her in the World Martial Arts Tournament and, of course, teaches her how to fly. And, well, Turles gets dragged into it as well when, well, let's just say one time Turles was seen with Gohan and Videl recognized him for as the guy who wrecked the engine of her vehicle. So yes, Turles was not getting out of this. And well, it's quite hilarious to see Turles' patience run thin at trying to explain things to Videl. Oh, it's so simple. A child could get this. Case in point, Goten flying around her. But I'm not Goten. That is hardly any excuse. Anyone can learn to fly. But eventually, she does learn it, and soon, time of the tournament does arrive, and of course, Goku is there too. Just had to mention, Goku is there. He's, if I recall correctly, he's probably not even dead. But, like the original Junior Division, well, sort of ends differently, except that it's Turlock versus Trunks instead of Goten, and Trunks ultimately still wins the whole thing. My boy's still the superior one. Ha ha! Take that, Turles. Take that, Kakarot. And as we're about to begin things with the adult division, this is where the gang run into Shin, later known as the Supreme Kai, and Kibito, and things between in the adult division shape up pretty nicely and begin with Krillin versus that big dude whose name I forget. Krillin beats him easily. And well, it's not Piccolo battling Supreme Kai this time. It's actually Great Saiyaman. And, well, it's actually Supreme Kai who ends up stepping down. No, wait, that. No, that wouldn't work. No, that wouldn't work. Scratch that. Forget Gohan. It is Turles fighting the Supreme Kai, and they actually have a bit of a match going. Now, ultimately, Supreme Kai wins the match. What? But how is this DB Rai? Turles would be much stronger than Supreme Kai at this point. It's not about strength. It's Turles' carelessness and how he tends to underestimate his opponent. That gets him knocked square out of the ring. Not to mention, following Gohan's suggestion, he's not using his Super Saiyan form. And well, Vegeta and Goku, they're still supposed to fight each other. And of course, we get to Vidal's eventual match with Spopovich, and we know how that goes. And Yeah, we get Piccolo against Kibito, and much like he does with Supreme Kai, Piccolo actually decides to quit. That's right. He quits just like with Supreme Kai because it's just not proper for someone of Kami's rank to fight someone like Kibito. And since Piccolo is merged with Kami, he'd have the same sort of beliefs now, I suppose. So I reckon he would have forfeited no matter which one of them he fought. But this means we get a whole first round here. And well, I say Goku and Vegeta's match is the same, and Gohan ends up fighting Android 18. And as Goku and Vegeta are tearing it up, Spopovich and Yamu are surprised there are beings this strong. However, and with Gohan, basically Vegeta and Goku end up, well, I would say Vegeta would actually get the win here. Just that Vegeta's more likely to do whatever it takes to win, maybe fight a little dirty in order to beat Kakarot. I would imagine him breaking the Super Saiyan rule and knocking Goku out of bounds. And, well, as for Gohan and Android 18's fight, Gohan easily picks up the win. Although it does become clear to everybody his overall sense of battling has gone down a little bit. Not as much as it does in the original, but just slightly. Him being a superhero and slacking off on his training with Turles. And well, that means we get a second round of this tournament. At least until Gohan squares off with Kibito, having not faced him in the previous round. And Supreme Kai puts his plan into action, and ultimately Spopovich and Yamu steal Gohan's energy like in the original, and that's where we're going to be leaving things. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I tried to make this different. As you can tell, definitely a bit of improv and yeah, little bit unedited, so you can see my mistake. Why not? I think what if's are more fun that way. Anyways, let me know what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you guys again next time when we continue this.